Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail, this is for all the freaks out there. It's called Champagne Pussy. And you can only have this drink if you're in the privacy of you and your lover. This is how you make it. You grab a bottle of champagne, gentlemen, or ladies that like ladies, and you pour it on some pussy and slurp it off. That's champagne pussy.
Did you have that this weekend?
Yes.
Oh, I can see the twinkle in your eye. I was like, let's just say no goddamn cocktail. We do those kind of cocktails at the end of the show. I know it's been over a week since we've been in the studio, but my goodness. Okay. Well, how was it?
Oh my God. Kiki.
Well, did you try some or?
He slurped it up and then came and kissed me and I tried it that way. It was so fucking sexy. I never had anybody do that before. And quite frankly, I was a little nervous because I do have a sensitive vagina.
Yeah. That's what I started thinking about. I thought you were going to say pour it in there, but on it, okay.
Yeah, he just poured it on there, but you still probably getting there. I'd probably have a urinary tract infection or something, but no little medicine can't fix it. The shit was sexy. Girl, he went and grabbed that bottle and was it was all nice and cold. He just poured, not the whole goddamn bottle, just enough to get the sheets a little wet and was and then came and put it in my mouth. Good Lord.
I would try that. Add that to my list.
Add it to your list. Nigga, it was sexy as hell. I was just like...
So what else happened while you were gone?
Well,
she was out of town.
Went to Dallas for a man. And it was just a really great week. Have you ever had somebody take you on a date to look at wedding rings?
No.
Okay, well...
That's what y'all did? We
did it on Sunday afternoon. And it was so much fun. And we were really acting like we were getting married.
Okay. See, I don't think a man would take me to do that unless he was ready to propose right then. Because y'all know I'm crazy. I've already planned out the thing. So I'm going to go in there and I already know what I want. Are we getting it today? And then I'm going to be mad. Don't bring me in here and get me all riled up. And this is just supposed to be a fun Sunday afternoon. Take me to eat or something. I want to look at rings. Now I'm just excited. I'm going to be paranoid and anxious and just well, are you going to ask me soon? That's what's going to be going through my head. I'm going to be, every time he bends over or
you're going to be yes.
In his pocket, I'm going to be I'm going to be spending all this money trying to get my makeup done and my nails got to stay done. So just in case.
Okay, did you know that at Tiffany's, they only have size 6s?
No.
That you can try. I mean, obviously you can order your ring when you order, but they only have size 6s. I was like, okay, Tiffany, I had to put the rings on at my knuckle because I'm a 7.5.
Oh.
But whatever. I saw my mom too.
Uh-huh.
And my dad, and I saw my friend Jocelyn. She's getting married in April, and I cannot wait. I always think it's so
this
dope.
April? Next month?
April 14th, yes. Okay. I always think it's so dope when you know how you go through moments with your friends where everybody's always crying about, man problems or boyfriend problems. Am I going to find the one? Am I going to be alone? And to see her, Jocelyn and I went through that together. I've just seen her deal with guys and see her heart get broken. And when she met her fiance, Terrell, and they got, they're engaged now, getting married. I was just you're really getting married. And I just look at all these niggas that she was fucking with. And now I'm fuck y'all niggas. She found a man and she's so fucking happy. They're so amazing together. And I cannot wait to watch them get married.
That's so exciting.
So exciting. I was are you nervous to be a wife?
What'd she say?
She said, yeah.
Why is she nervous?
Same reasons why I am. Just can you live up to the expectations, how some people maybe their mom was this perfect wife, or they just can you live up to it, which you're gonna put your own twist on it. I know she's gonna do great, but still a fear.
Just nerves.
How was Chicago?
I hate fucking Chicago. Shout out to the Chicago listeners, but you guys, that city is so fucking cold. I don't know how you all are able to survive. So when they said on the news, all those people were dying because of the cold, I feel some more may have passed and gone on while I was there. It was so fucking cold.
Lotion doesn't even help.
like, what's the point of putting it on? My lips were cracking. I felt like my tears in my eyes were freezing. It was just so cold. And Modern Fertility, I had to do that that fertility test or whatever. And so I took it while I was in Chicago. And so the thing with the test is you have to drop it in the mail within 24 hours of taking the test. And so I had to go like find a post office drop box, right? Medina, it was only like
on foot.
It was like a block away, but because it was so windy and so cold, it was just like vicious. I put on like 2 coats, a couple of pairs of pants, some sneakers. I put on sunglasses to block the wind from my eyes, and I had like a hoodie on.
I would have had to get an Uber.
Like, but I mean, I was still gonna have to walk outside. It was just bad. It wasn't far, but it was just so cold, and then it rained a lot. And I'll say, some parts of Chicago were cool. I did go to a brunch at this place called Fremont. That was really cool. And while I was in line getting food, I ended up meeting this guy who looked like my friend whose birthday it was. And so we're talking. He was much older, though. I think he probably turned like 50 or something like that.
Right up your alley.
And but he wasn't up my alley for some other reasons. But it was his birthday too. So he invited us over. They had like downstairs was a brunch buffet, and then upstairs they were having a day party. So he invited everybody over. He's like ordering all these bottles of champagne. And at first, like, some of the people were mad. And I just didn't get it. And I was just like, why?
People you were with?
And I didn't get it. It's like we went upstairs and we didn't have a seat. So naturally, it's time to find a seat.
Were they mad that you were the chosen one?
I don't know. Like, it seemed that way to a certain degree, but then it's just like, well, so what? We're all in this together.
Yeah, we're a unit.
Okay, and who wants this man? And then, okay, one of Thomas's friends, one of his girlfriends who was there, I got up to go to the bathroom. As soon as I got up, do you know that bitch went and tried to sneak up on my man of the evening? Like,
that you didn't like?
Yeah, that I didn't like, but so what? He's mine right now. You don't do that, bitches. No. The fuck? Move. Like, she had been watching me all night. It was just like she was waiting for me to get up so she can make her move. Joke was on her because he got up as soon as I came back. So, bitch, fuck you. Like, you don't do stuff like that. Anyway, it was a lot of like dramatic moments. Some of them I caught on camera. I've been editing our little weekend recap video.
Oh, y'all had like a whole little video.
Yeah, and we did like little confessionals in our rooms.
Oh my god.
It was a very interesting trip. I don't know that I'll ever go back to Chicago. I posted something about where should we do another live show at, and people kept writing Chicago, and I was like, I'm sorry, y'all. If it's not summertime, I can't agree to go to Chicago. It's too goddamn cold.
It's too cold.
Like, I came back, I was sick. Fuck that. I am good. Sorry.
Yeah,
Not sorry.
While you were gone, I did attend the Horrible Decisions live show.
How was that?
It was so amazing. I had a really good time. I sat in the back. Like, Weezy said I could have sat in the front, but I got really nervous to walk in the front because people were really recognizing me. Who am I? But so I just sat in the back and it was super dope. They are funny as shit. It was a great show. Shout out to them. Afterwards, this guy came up to me. A couple guys came up to me. But there was this one man. I don't know if he was Hispanic or if he was just a light-skinned black guy or if he was mixed with something. He was so cute, Kiki. He was like, I listen to y'all show too. I was like, oh, he came to shake my hand. I was like, oh no, give me a hug. I give hugs. I hope he comes to our show. He was fine. He looked like Puff Daddy's son.
You should have asked him.
Asked him if he was. I feel like he said he was, but I really can't remember.
Oh,
it was a lot going on, so I was just like trying to like. But he was really fine. So shout out to you, little fine guy, whoever you are.
I want to see him. I hope he comes too.
Yeah,
I love just looking at a good looking
man. Your skin look good.
You don't have to say anything to me. I mean, if you do, that's a plus. But I just can appreciate a beautiful man.
Yeah, he looked good.
I didn't see no beautiful niggas in Chicago.
Did it?
No. I mean, also, only going to a few places. My friend Thomas is gay. We were at a lot of gay places, so I don't want to see it. There was a dancer at one of the gay clubs, and I don't know what he was trying to do or what he thought was going on, but he kept like wanting me to like rub his dick, and then he was like dancing on me, and he got really close and like moved his little panties so that I could see his dick. It was very big.
Did you touch it?
No, I did not, because I didn't know where that thing had been. Now, I touched it on the outside of his little panties he had on, but I wasn't going to touch just the naked little peen. But he was a handsome man. He was just a little too pretty, and I like a pretty man. But his dick was so big.
I don't understand why they had to wear panties.
I think he wanted to wear that because it's small and tight, like, and he was trying to take the shit off, and I was just like, what is going on in here?
I want somebody to create a male thug life strip club. Like, where niggas is walking around, like, thugging, like, not wearing little pretty panties and shit. Like, I want them looking like Tupac with pants on that are extra starched.
Okay.
And they're sea walking across the stage. I would love that.
You know, sometimes, Medina, the ideas that you come up with are just so creative, but I'm just at a loss for words because I don't know where the fuck you came up with that from. Why do you want to see a man in starched up pants? What is it that's sexy about that?
It's just sexier than, like, he's wearing Victoria's Secret panties.
Okay, but why starched up pants?
Because
like, okay, so if a nigga walks in here right now and he has starched up pants, not a stripper, just a dude, are you gonna be like, yes, I love the way that starch looks on those pants?
Oh, I might. Like, you ironed, you took your time. What's up? What's up, daddy?
Hey, well, welcome to Throwback Thursday with CockTales Dirty Discussion. Girl. Okay, I have a weird sex story.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
That one tell, and then we can finish talking about whatever's going on this week. So this month, March, I don't know if you guys know or not, but it's Women's History Month. And so I thought it would be cool for Weird Sex. I'm going to try really hard. We'll see how it goes. I want to highlight some different women that I think are interesting or have been influential or were pioneers. I'm really going to do my best to find women of color, but you know, if I would like for you guys to help me out by sending me anybody that you find. But one of my favorite people on YouTube is Shan Boodram. If y'all haven't heard of her, she has a channel, Shan Booty, and she's really open about her relationship, about her sex life. She was an author, and she wrote a book called Laid, Young People's Experiences with Sex in an Easy Access Culture. She has done all these videos with like her parents and talking about sex.
Love her.
They've talked about their sex life. She's been in an open relationship. She posted this really cute like cartoon proposal video. She's just very open. She's similar to us, but she's a lot more educational, and I think that she does a great job of sharing information and sharing things that aren't like traditional, which I can always appreciate. And she also had a talk show for a while. I don't know if she still has that. I think it was like on Facebook or something like that, something online, but it was a really dope show. And if you guys haven't checked out her YouTube channel or any of her stuff, you should. She also has some really cute vibrators that are like jewelry. And I think I want to buy one and try it out. I heard that they work well. I haven't tried it, but it just looks so cute. And you could have it at work if you need to have a midday personal session in the restroom because your coworkers get on your nerves and you need to de-stress. So check out Miss Shan Booty.
I would really like to know how many people are out here at work going in the bathroom to jack off really quick.
A lot of them do. There are some men who like to send me videos while they they take videos.
I'm saying women because I just feel like it's, for me, I'm loud when it hits and I'm about to come from. I gotta be loud.
Can you not control it? Like if you know that you're at work, so you have to be quiet.
I've never even tried it because I just feel like I can make it a little bit quieter, but I don't think I can just be sitting there like.
You should try it and just see. I kind of like that. It's like you have to be quiet because people will hear you, and then that could be bad.
Do you go to the bathroom, or you just in your office? Like, how do you wipe up? I get rather juicy.
I'd rather not share all of those details.
Niggas about to bust up in your office randomly.
I lock my office. But I'd rather not share those details. Why I go to the bathroom so much, why my door is randomly locked in the middle of the day. You know, it could be for many things. And sometimes I'm changing and sometimes I'm just having my personal time. You can keep some wipes handy. If you decide to try this at work, just personal feminine wipes, use that. Always wash your hands. Keep some hand sanitizer and lotion at your desk. those things. And it doesn't have to be like I'm really about to make a love to myself session, but sometimes you just want to get that joke. You don't even have to finish. Just try it out the next time your boss or somebody at work pisses you the fuck off. I promise you it will be a memorable experience, and it may just help you.
Well,
some people just really hate work, and I'm just here to offer you a simple solution.
I'm gonna have to try that. Did you know that there is a vibrator that you can connect to with an app on Bluetooth, and you can literally, like, your partner or whoever you want to have it, there's even a community if you open it up to open when you're searchable. Yeah, but your guy or your girl he could be in Texas, I could be in Atlanta, and he can log on the app and I log on the app and he can control the vibrator. Mm-hmm. Oh, you did that. Okay.
I've heard of it, yeah.
I didn't know, but I almost got one this weekend.
You should. I was about to say, did you get it or try it?
It was super expensive, and all my money's going to my move, and I was like, I'm not getting this today. But maybe next payday I will. Yeah, it was like adulting. But you said it's not International Women's Day or Women's Day? National Women's Day?
No, it's Women's History Month.
Women's History
for the whole
month
of March.
Got you.
So you guys just send me some different things about different women. I have some lined up already, but I want some more. And I was like, all these people are old. Like, it's the same women that I've seen. I want it to be something specific to sex, not just, across the board. But it's just Women's History Month. Yeah. So, share some stuff about some other women. Let's lift each other up.
Yeah.
But that's it for Weird Sex this week.
You want to play a game? Oh. You okay? You still got Chicago sickness?
I choked on my spit. Yeah, we can play a game. So you said questions.
Questions.
So I was like, I hope she really means just random questions.
Just random questions. Okay, I'll go first. Kiki.
Yes.
When is the last?
About to ask me some bullshit. Okay, sorry.
Dang, get my words out my mouth. When is the last time you had sex?
Hold on.
She pulling out a calendar. You on a Google Doc?
I'm such a fucking nerd. Okay. I'm trying to think about this. Today is Tuesday that we're recording this. Did I have sex here? I think the last time I had sex was Friday.
Oh.
It was recently. I just wanted to give an exact date. Yeah.
Oh, that's recent.
Mm-hmm. Nothing to write home about.
Oh, I hope he doesn't listen, or she.
Maybe. I don't really know. Doesn't matter. It was regular sex. There's that. Yeah. So sometimes, people don't listen when you make a request, and it starts to get a little bit frustrating because it's like, I'm telling you what I want, and I'd appreciate for it not to just be about you, because I don't have to do this. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, my fucking husband. The fuck? I won't do this again, but yeah. Friday. Okay, my question for you. Let's see. Would you be truly open to an open relationship right now?
Oh, I would like to say that I would like to say that I would be open to it, but in reality, no. I don't think that.
So why would you like to say that you would?
Because I think the thought of it is fun. I think it's exciting, and it's like, yeah. But I do have some minor jealousy issues, and it's not like something where I don't know that I would get over it. Like, I just think that I would have to, like, it would require a lot of attention for me. Like, I would need to make sure, like, I get most of the attention. It's not going to be like when our the pink pockets, what were they? Polly pockets. It's not going to be like when they were sitting here and they all were respecting each other. Not that I'm going to disrespect you, but I do want all of the attention. And I want her to not really get that much. And that's not really fair if you're in a...
That's really fucked up.
Yeah, it is fucked up. And it would make it look like I have fucking issues and problems. But, like, I don't think I could share like that. Like, a night or two, okay, yeah. A weekend in Mexico and we decide to, like, have a threesome, okay, but like a full-on open relationship and you are just out here with other women and I'm supposed to not get mad, I don't really think I could do it.
Okay.
I would try it, but I don't think it would be that long.
Like a day?
Yeah, it'd probably be like a day. We get to dinner, I'll be like, bitch, you gotta go home. Like, what? Okay. Oh, this is actually kind of hard. I was like, I don't need to write down any questions. But
oh, you didn't write anything down?
Did you write some down?
Yeah. I was trying to think of some and I was like, I don't know. I don't want to ask you the same things. that we always ask. But then I was like, well, things are changing in life. So some of these are repeat questions, I think. I don't know. But I was like, well, we're just going to see how we feel now because we both changed our minds.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
This was something I asked on Instagram. I did a poll on Instagram, and I'm curious to see what you think.
Okay.
Let's say you're dating a guy, and he wants you to go on a trip with him.
Okay.
He says he's going to take care of everything else, but you got to buy it. He doesn't say it in a rude way. He's just like, do you mind getting your ticket? Are you okay with buying your airfare? Or do you think that the man needs to pay for it, fund the whole trip?
Do I like him?
You like him.
Oh, I'll buy my ticket.
Okay.
I prefer he buys it, but if it's somebody like I actually like and I'm like seriously dating him, that's fine. I can buy my ticket.
But I'm the same thing.
Yeah,
like it's not gonna be like you broke ass nigga, get the fuck up off my. No, like it's okay, you guys.
Yeah,
like
I think though, if you're trying to just be like a little trick off nigga, don't ask me to pay for shit because that's not cool.
This doesn't make sense. Like I'm trying to be on the same page as you,
right? Okay, so side note, I was on a podcast. I forgot to say this at the beginning. I was on a podcast called A Drug Dealer's Dreams, right? And yeah, it's on YouTube. And I really enjoyed doing the show. We actually recorded this a long time ago and I didn't know when it was gonna come out. But anyway, we were talking about why girls like me go for like scammers and drug dealers and stuff. And, you know, some of that was just like what they thought before they got to know me. But I was talking to them about it and they were saying like I would, if I'm dealing with a drug dealer or a scammer and I'm accepting these gifts, I'm contributing to his downfall. And I was like, no, if you want to play that role, nigga, you got to play that role. You cannot be a scammer and you not getting me nothing. That's rude.
Girl.
You know, it's just like I had a friend and I talked about it on that show, but I had a friend who went to prison, federal prison, for scamming the government out of millions of dollars, right? So when I read the article, I was low-key pissed because I was like, damn, he spent money, but he ain't never spent no real money like that. Like, I didn't realize he was scamming that much.
Like,
yeah, like, why didn't I get something better out of the deal? Like, I'm hanging out with you. You got people thinking I'm fucking you, and I'm not.
All
and I let it ride.
Stand on couches and hold bottles of rosé.
Okay, like
the fuck.
So now I'm like, no. Like, if you scam it, you need to be doing all that. So if it's a scamming ass nigga, you need to purchase the flight. Okay, or you just need to get a cash advance. Give me cash, and then I'll purchase the flight. I don't want to be tied to all your shit.
Yeah.
And then if you're a drug dealer and you always trying to flaunt all the money you have, and you've got like 4 cars, and you don't even go to work, then I feel like you need to pay for it.
And if you come to my house and you see that I need a motherfucking couch, you need to just purchase the couch and have it sitting there.
It shouldn't be a conversation.
It shouldn't be an argument.
So yeah, if I like the man and he's a regular guy, I am totally cool with buying my own plane ticket. But if it's just one of these trick off situations, don't try me. Because my feelings are gonna be hurt. I mean, I'm not buying my plane ticket either, so I guess I just wouldn't be going. Okay, next question. When is the last time a man made you nervous?
A man made me nervous, like in a good way, or like I'm actually scared.
No, not scared. Like in a good way, like a flirty. Oh, I want to flirt with him. He's making me nervous. I'm getting butterflies. I don't know what to say. Type nervous.
Okay, so when I was home for Christmas and I met this man at the Statler, and when I approached him, I thought he was somebody else, and that's why I even approached him. And then he turned around and I was like, "Oh, you're not him." And he made me nervous. He like stood up and he's 6'8" and just super like, you know when somebody's like just like a man,
That's what I like. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And he stood up and I like looked at every inch of his body and I just got nervous and
Did you stutter? Sometimes I stutter and it is so embarrassing. Like I don't have a stuttering problem, but sometimes apparently I do.
I hate when I stutter. I really do. I didn't stutter with him, but I was just kind of like
like
it took my breath away. Yeah, like
that's a good feeling though.
It was a really great
especially
feeling.
if it ends well. Now, if you do that and then it's just like you kind of weird him out, then that doesn't feel so good.
Yeah.
But you know, when it ends well, that's fine. It's like good memories and shit. You know. Next thing you know, somebody might be pouring champagne on your pussy. Okay, what's your next question?
Okay, what is one of your most embarrassing moments?
Like with sex?
Let's make it with sex.
So many. I embarrass myself a lot, and a lot of times, I kid you not, I try to delete stuff from my memory, and sometimes I'm successful. So I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like maybe I wouldn't even say when I threw up on a dick. I would say the time that I had sex with this guy, and this is before I really got into period sex, and my period like kind of just started
While you were having sex?
and I didn't know it. And he was here visiting. He's from London, so he was just here for a little while. And I stayed the night at the hotel, and there was blood all over the sheets.
Oh, a massacre!
But when I got up, it was like we had gone out the night before, and I was drunk, so I didn't really remember everything. So when I got up in the morning,
yeah, bloody booty.
Well, I just gathered all my things and put on my clothes, and I didn't look at the sheets. I was trying to like sneak out, right? So he hit me up later and was like, "Hey, were you on your period? Because I think there's blood on the sheets." And I was just like, "Oh my God, that's so embarrassing." So of course I had to say yeah, because it's like, well, what else would it be, bitch? Don't fucking lie. I see your fucking blood. So I was just like, is it really bad? And I can't remember what he said now, but yeah, that was probably embarrassing. I never saw him again.
Yeah.
It's just like, I just felt dirty. And then it's like, how do you not realize that? But I was just in such a drunken rush to get home.
Hey, look, and when you get really wet and you weren't on your period to start, you just don't know if you're just super juicy or
and
like...
then, like, too, whenever I first start, sometimes it's like, I'll bleed for a little while and then it goes away.
You're like, I'm good.
Yeah, and so, like, if you go to the bathroom, you might not know. So, oh well, yeah, I was embarrassed. I wasn't always so pro-period sex, you guys, but... that was my embarrassing one. Okay.
Those are all my questions. Oh, did you have more?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean,
I had like a bunch.
You was ready.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I don't know how long we're going to do this part. Okay. Would you go to a private sex party the weekend of our live show?
I definitely would.
We are going to find one.
Oh!
Me and my friends who are coming. I don't know who all is going to actually be down when the time comes. But I was having a conversation with Nia and Grace. Shout out to her. Nia says people who just find the podcast still listen to her episode and they go follow her on Instagram and hit her up. Yes, if you haven't heard that episode, it was Cum Cups 101. She came around this time last year. It was April because she came for her birthday. Anyway, we were having a conversation and we were talking about like her threesome experience and group sex experience, and then mine and our other friend Grace had never done it. And so I was like, well, would you consider trying it? I was like, how about we all just go to a sex club? And if it happens, it happens.
So have you heard of this? There's some sex club called Rats, Dirty Rats or something like that.
No, it's here? It's
like a super secret society.
Okay.
The name is horrible, but like I heard it's like
absolutely.
you have to be like I can't remember who. I was drunk when the person was telling me, but I believe it's called Dirty Rats, and it's like it's not like trapeze. They don't just let anybody in. Mm-hmm. It's like super secret, and it's reputable from what I hear. I don't know why that. Maybe that's the name because they want to throw people off.
Maybe so,
but I'll double check and make sure that's the name. But I would definitely be down to go. Like,
okay.
Because I just wonder what goes on. It's not like you have to fuck.
Right.
But like, I would just want to see what goes on and what type of people are there.
Yeah. I want to go somewhere. I was like, if we can't find like a poppin' party, because I was messaging some people on that website that I signed up for while I was looking for the weird sex stuff for the live show. I was like, if we can't find a good party that's like private that we can all go to, then maybe we'll just go to a club. But I think it would still be fun just to go and see what happens.
It's a great way to start the weekend off. If somebody wanted to kiss you at the live show, would you kiss them?
Do I want to kiss him?
Like, what if somebody was like, Kiki, I really want to kiss you, and I just be dreaming about you, and I want to kiss you?
Is the person fine?
Yeah, he's
fine.
Oh,
yeah. You should have led with that. If a fine nigga, then I would have just said yes. I don't care how you end the sentence.
I don't even care what you say, nigga. Come here.
Yes, of course. Come here. I do not care. Yes. I just want a good kiss. I haven't had a good kiss in a long time. I tried your thumb trick. I almost got my finger bit off. And I'm just like, in my head, I was like, it's just no hope for some people. I don't think it was anything against your trick. I think that person just wasn't. That's not their strong.
Was he confused?
I think he thought that I just wanted him to like suck on my finger. And that's not what I was trying to do. And then I tried to like calm his tongue down and close his mouth.
Okay, that's where you went wrong.
Well, he was about to
put the thumb inside of the mouth.
No, I put it on his lips, but he took my thumb in and he's like wrapping his tongue around my thumb, and it's just a lot. And so that's why I was like, calm it down so I can get my hand out. Like, It was too much. I literally put it on the mound. And it got sucked up in there. And I'm just like,
I've had so many people in my inbox say, thank you for telling me to do that thumb trick.
Those niggas weren't as bad of a kisser as this one.
That's like, to be a bad kisser, I don't even know what.
And you know what? It's just like, maybe somebody else would like that.
A bad kisser?
Or that particular kiss. This man ain't young. He been kissing a lot of people that way. It is a lot of people. So I'm just wondering, like, maybe it's just something I don't like, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know who would like that, but I sure in the hell don't. I'm going to stop talking about it then. So what else did you want to talk about since you're out of questions?
Okay. You want to talk about last week's episode?
Okay.
She was interesting. I appreciate her for coming on. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But she was interesting. I was just trying to follow along with the stories.
Mm-hmm.
And do you ever feel like someone feels like they have to make their story juicier than what it really is because they feel like maybe people don't think it's interesting, or they want it to pop, or they want people, and it's like, you can really, I feel like you can tell, people can just tell when people are lying. Like,
for me, it's like, sometimes you don't have to, and as a long-winded person, I can be this way, but sometimes you don't have to put all the details in there, because then you start getting confused and you get lost in the sauce. And I don't think anyone was drunk. I mean, I could be wrong.
I don't think we were either.
I know I asked her if she was, or if she had done anything. She said no.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I got so many people like messaging me and emailing me and sharing all of their comments. I wish you guys would do that. Oh, I didn't put a YouTube video up. Never mind. I was going to. We filmed it, and I'm sorry, you guys, but it was just too much.
Yeah, it was.
And then I tried to like cut out some stuff to like, I did cut out some stuff to like move things along, but then some parts it was like, well, I can't cut everything out because I need you guys to understand like what was going on in the studio, so it wouldn't sound like we were being like curt and short and having attitudes for no reason. So
I don't think we had attitudes.
But if we cut out stuff and it was just like, you know, when you edit stuff down and you don't hear it in its entirety, it could sound different. So I was like, well, I'll just leave as much of it as possible. She was very interesting, but I had got on live yesterday while I was at work, and she got on there, and everybody was on the live, like, talking about her in the comments and how she was lying. So she got on there, and she was saying that she wasn't lying, y'all. Now, I wasn't there, but I
wasn't either. So maybe
right. Sometimes I do think people have really crazy experiences that don't sound believable.
It was, for me, it was just a feeling. Like, you know,
I was just like stuck. Like, honestly, when she was talking about her mother doing coke while she was pregnant with her, at that point, everything else was just like,
are you okay?
Yeah, and I was really concerned because I was just like, that's not okay. Like, she was like, oh, and I'm not gonna, what did she say? I'm not gonna fault her because, like, it was back then and people did it all the time. And I'm just like,
I didn't feel bad for her, but I was confused.
I did.
I was sitting there like, what's going on? I just made me think about how, like, energy is so fucking real. Like, because we don't have these people sitting in the room with us, and the majority of the people were feeling how, I can't speak for how you felt, but how I was feeling the whole time. I was just like, stop lying. Like everybody felt that way. And I was just like, energy is so, you can tell when somebody, even when you hear like someone has this crazy experience, I mean, who knows if they're really lying, but you can tell when people for the most part are being genuine, and you can just feel it. You can feel the energy of that person and they're being genuine. Sometimes do you get fooled by people? Absolutely. Yeah. But for the most part, my experiences in life have been like going off of energy, and it normally tells the truth. And I was trying to vibe with her and I literally couldn't. My energy was like, what? I'm coming back in. I'm gonna be on silent for the moment. Like, it was just, it was very awkward.
It was. The whole thing was very awkward. I do appreciate her for coming, but
Me too.
It was awkward. And it was also awkward how Pat just came in and sat in for a second and then just like randomly left. And I was like, why did you do that?
He was scared.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's like, if you're scared, then don't take a seat right here. Just sit on the couch and just watch.
It's funny because like people are like, why'd y'all have her? It's really hard to vet First of all, it's hard to get guests, just so everybody knows. Sometimes you think you have somebody and then they bail out, or their schedule is hard, or they don't live in Atlanta. So we be trying to vet people to come on, and sometimes it's just hard because you really don't know how they're gonna be. I've had a couple people hit me up lately, like, "Oh, I want to come on the show." You know how we used to be like, "Okay, yeah, we're gonna," and now it's like.
And then even still, it's like you can talk to somebody and tell them everything or give them a lot of information. And then once the mics are on and they're here, it could be a totally different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember when we had, remember that couple that we had on? The two doctors.
Yes.
And they told us like all of this crazy stuff, that they had these really freaky experiences and they had this open marriage and they're doctors and they wanted to be anonymous. And so I personally don't have an issue with people when they want to be anonymous, but I think that when you want to be anonymous, it's because you have something that could harm you in some way. Like whatever story you're telling is going to mess up your professional career. And when you come in here and say you have a couple threesomes, it's just like,
bitch, so
that's it. Okay, like you'll be fine.
I let someone piss on me, and I didn't, and I said it.
And it's just like, and if that's the level of nasty that you have, that's fine for your personal life. But like, that's not.
It's not nasty.
Don't talk it up like it's something so crazy that we've never heard of, or that you're actually gonna give details or actually let both parties speak.
Yeah,
because that was happening. And so sometimes, we get people that aren't what we thought. That's all it was. When I'm the one who met her, and I'm the one who invited her on. And when I met her, it was like a different person. It was just, it's just weird how different people can be. And I would think that if somebody's like super amped up when they talk to you at first and they're being super open in like a public place, like I'm a stranger to you, and there's other strangers in the salon, and you have these stories. So I'm thinking, oh, good, you can talk with the audience, everything's cool. And then you come in here and you're kind of shy, and then you're telling this long ass story about God knows who and stuff that didn't make sense. That is just crazy. It was
crazy. Like, yeah, it was very interesting. This is really random, but I just thought about this. My friend called me this weekend, and we're FaceTiming. This is one of my best friends, and she's having a drought with men. And I'm like, it's okay. We all been there before. I hate when you're having droughts with men, and then you just be in the bathtub listening to Beyonce. I don't know. Why we be sad when we don't have no men? Because men are fun. I love men. You don't feel that way?
I do love men. I was trying to think of like why. Sometimes for me it's boredom.
Oh, like you're just like, I don't have anything to do.
Yeah, like I want to do something. Because I find like I don't have a man. Y'all know that. Duh. But when I'm but when I'm busy with like other stuff, it doesn't get to me as much.
I think that sometimes when I don't have men around, it makes me feel not pretty. And that probably sounds horrible, but that's just the truth. Yeah. Like I do like male attention. Even if it's just like I go like not like I don't need your dick inside of me, but like I do like attention from men, and if I'm not getting it from, even if it's just like one person, if it's a real drought, I just feel like not pretty. And then I'm eating Snickers all night and donuts.
Feeling sad.
You know those little crusty chocolate donuts at the gas station that no one ever gets, and they're in a little package? I'll stop and get a package of those. They're almost always stale.
Medina.
Yeah, that's how I be feeling. So, yeah, but so she's going through like a moment like that. She's going through a moment like that. And so she's like, I got in the bathtub. She's like, I was looking at my phone on the charger. She's like, I'm about to call a hotline. I said,
what kind of hotline?
She called a sex hotline. And it was, she said that it's free for women. It's free.
I've never heard this
So
before.
She called this hotline. It's free for women, and only men have to pay if the man is calling to talk to a woman. But if it's a woman, I don't know if it was ladies' night that night.
Oh, let me Google this.
Yeah, Google
Let's find out. Okay, so she calls the hotline.
She calls the hotline, and she's like, it's going through a line of different types of dudes. Like one dude was like, yeah, I want black chicks, and I'm going to pull your braids, and I'm going to pull your box braids. What? She skipped past that one. She's like, okay, I can't get down with this one. She's black. And then there was one where it was like, yeah, come here, and I'm going to play with that. But she's like, he sounded sexy, so she clicked him. So he got on the phone, and she was, and then they had an Atlanta nigga, and he was like, what's up, Shawty? It's your boy from East Atlanta. When I tell you I was crazy, she said he was like, "Is East Atlanta? What's up? Zone 6 all day, every day. What's up? You trying to get that pussy?" I mean, I was like,
so was it like a live person?
These are the recordings of which you can pick to whatever you feeling like. You want Atlanta? What's up, Shawty? What's up?
I'm really trying to find it because I want to call and hear it.
So So she's like, she almost fell for the Atlanta nigga, but then she's like, I just couldn't do this. I couldn't do it. It reminded me of all the niggas that did me dirty. So she skipped past him. So then she's like, there's this one dude, he sounded sexy. And he's like, yeah, I want to suck on your pussy. And like, it was all sexy. So she clicks him. He picks up and she's just quiet. Like, what?
You know what? Because what do you say?
What do you say? But then she got into it. He started talking. He was like, it's okay, baby. Like, what you want? She was like, my phone was about to die. I'm stretching the cord trying to get my vibrator. She said it was amazing. She said she really enjoyed it and she would do it again, but she did feel like a creep. Would you try doing it?
But it wasn't FaceTime, right?
It's not. They can't see you. You're just talking. You're just talking nasty.
Would I be like a phone sex person?
No.
Just call
like,
the
would you
hotline?
call a hotline? Because I kind of want to try it now.
I'm curious to know. I never thought about it.
She said it was really sexy and her pussy really got wet.
Huh.
I would have been like, what's your Instagram?
I don't see the free ones, but I would try it. I'm not spending more than $10.
She said it was free. Maybe it was ladies' night. So, this is also the year of Let's Face Some Fears, Kiki. I am doing a stand-up show.
I know, and I will be there.
I did not know you would be there.
Well, I will.
Now I'm like, holy shit. I'm so nervous, but it's crazy because it's a really great nervous. Like, I'm nervous because I don't know how it's going to be. But sometimes you're going through life and you just need to do something that's going to take
you got to try it. You said that you wanted to do this before. It was on your list of things that you want to try. And it's time to just do it.
It's time. Y'all. It's called the Femme Space Comedy Show. And it's only female comics. And it is only females in the audience. The show is sold out, and I think that I'm going to shit myself, but I'm also really excited.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Don't make that face. I hope that it's everything. I hope it's better than whatever you think the best would be.
Okay, and if people aren't laughing, just bust out and start cracking up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that space. I'm going to go check it out tomorrow. I was thinking about using it and maybe becoming a member, and it's like they have more creative space. I'm already spending all this damn money at what's that other place called?
The Gathering Spot,
which I like. The Gathering Spot, it's cool.
It's sexy.
But this one is different because they do have some creative space for you to use, like and equipment, like cameras, microphones, tripods,
and
all
is
sorts
this
of
CC
things.
Spot? I think she is so dope. Like,
she
it's so
really
funny because when Kiki hit me up and was like, CC said to text her, and I was like, why? Like, because I don't know her like that. So I literally responded to Kiki, is this about a nigga?
And I was like, why does Medina do this? I literally said, what? Medina always jumps in the deep end.
I'm
this
a
is
Libra.
Something positive. Why is she going over here? What the fuck? So I was like, I don't know, girl. Just text her.
I'm a Libra.
Oh my goodness.
That's what it is. Like, the Libra in me. That's the negative side of the Libra. And I'm always like,
aren't you glad you text her?
So glad.
That's gonna be exciting. So, do you know what you want to talk about? Have you already worked out like your routine?
No, we're actually like meeting up. She's gonna help me develop and actually write the stories out. I have notes on certain things that I want to touch on, and then she's gonna kind of help me bring it together.
Okay.
So,
how many people are in the show? It's like 5 or 6.
I want to say it's 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Good God, I love how diverse it is. It's such a diverse
group of women.
Yeah. Good God! As soon as I told her yes, I was like, "Why the fuck did I say yes to this?"
Because you gotta face your fears.
Yep. And the crazy thing is, I had already typed up a whole paragraph I was about to send her to be like, I can't do it. And then I deleted it.
Why?
Because the way fear works. Yeah. Fear will really have you fucked up and not living your best life. I was literally about to talk myself out of it. I deleted it and I literally said, fuck it, yes. And that's what I sent to her.
And then I think too, it's all women. And then I think that the women who are going to be there are like, it's not like they're going in there expecting everybody to be like the next best thing, but they're going to be encouraging, and it's like just to support each other. And, they're not going to fake laugh the whole time.
Definitely not.
Yeah. But it will be good. And it's not like they'll be mean and heckle you or any of the negative stuff that can come with like maybe it not being your best performance or being your first performance or whatever. So I think you should be excited.
But
you know what you're going to wear?
I don't know. I think I'm going to do like my laid back cute look, like with a hat, maybe like this type of, what's this called? A flannel. What's it called?
A flannel.
A flannel with like some jeans and some flats because I don't want my ankles to shake. So,
But you know what? That's wise. That's smart. And you do need to be practical. Could you imagine if you got up there, your teeth chattering, your ankles shaking,
your makeup sweating off?
and your heel tapping? Ooh.
Absolutely not.
Well, good luck. That's in a couple weeks, right? March 23rd.
March 23rd.
Girl. Yeah. I'm excited for you. I'm just anxious to see it. I don't even really know what else to say about it because I don't really know what to expect. This is the first one, right?
This is the first one. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about before we move on to the other stuff?
No.
Okay. So now we are going to move on to Indecisive Diane.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
All right, Diane. So what cute little date idea do you have for us this week? You know, it's still kind of cold outside. Hey, ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. And let me tell you about this cute little place. It literally is like a little nook of a restaurant. Oh my God, it's so cute. It's so sexy. All the daddies are there. The white daddies, if you know what I mean. I don't really know what that means, but what's the name of the place? Okay, ladies, this place is called Seven Lamps. I'm not sure why, because it's super dark inside. But listen, it's a new American restaurant. It's modern. It's rustic. It's literally like everything that they have there, it's handmade from scratch. Their cocktails are to die for, like literally. If you order some of their food, don't get the small plate because it's literally for an infant. Get the large plate. You're going to love it. Okay, Diane, so what's the address? Here's the address. It's 3400 around Lenox Road, suite number 217. It's literally in the little corner. You'll park, walk in the corner to the right, if that makes sense. Atlanta, Georgia, 30326. They open at 11 a.m. and they close at 10 p.m. on the weekdays. I suggest you go here around like 7 p.m. It's super popping, and that's when the daddies are there. Okay, the white daddies though, right? The white daddies. Thanks, ladies. Bye. Bye, girl.
I've been there before.
I love it.
I think I had. Well, I ordered a bunch of stuff. I don't know why I do that. I go places and I order all this food. Then my ass gets.
That.
I like to try a bunch of stuff, you know. And then, like, if I'm there by myself, I usually get drunk and start sharing my food with different people. Just like, you want to try some? Go ahead. You can have some. I don't know. I do.
What's the password again?
Money Moves 19. And then also, I just sent you a thing about a new sponsor. It's called Brewmate, and they sent us in the email. It has a discount code for you. It's $100 off.
Oh,
and so just go to the website like ASAP because it's gonna take 4 to 8 days for the order to ship. So pick out what you want. We each got a code.
Oh, it's free.
$100.
Oh,
so I looked. It's got like these cute little flasks. And then he just sent the email while we were here, so I was like, "Let me."
Is he gonna be a sponsor for the live show?
It's just for the show. But they said that they're anticipating that they will buy some commercials, but for right now, just go ahead and order our free stuff.
Oh my God!
So they have like these two little.
Is there actual wine?
There's not wine, but it's for you to put your wine in to keep it chilled when you go places, and the little tumbler cups.
Oh my God!
But there's all the stuff on there. It's free shipping, but your code is $100.
I am so fucking excited.
They're all so pretty. I was just looking at them while you were talking.
This was gonna add to my alcohol.
This will be cute for the rosé thing to bring. Get a pink one.
That would be really cute. That's going to be fun.
Okay.
I love advice.
I do too. I love giving the advice. You guys, guess what? Set up a new email.
Dang.
So you guys can send your advice letters to askcocktails@gmail.com. If you already sent one to the old email, don't send a new one. Don't send the same one to this email. I sent it over. So we'll get to them. I didn't take anything from last year. Hopefully we're not repeating them. Trying to do the best.
So still send your cocktails to that old email.
Yeah, still send the cocktails to the old email.
Okay.
But that way we can kind of separate them a little bit because it's a lot going on in that email.
It is a lot going on in that email. Thank you for doing that, Kiki, because this is so much easier. It's just advice.
Just advice. All right, in a minute I'm about to make a cocktails one. Y'all really be sending in them cocktails. We get a lot more cocktail things.
Niggas be ready to send in them cocktails.
Okay, I did this and I fucked my neighbor's husband. She's like, damn, bitch, okay.
I need y'all to come on the show.
Right?
Okay, I'll read the first one. Okay, this one says, hey, ladies, I came across the podcast a few months ago and I have been hooked ever since. I'm a bit nervous to reach out to you both, but you only live once, right? I am in need of some advice. My husband has been deployed for 7 months and is scheduled to return soon. Since he has been gone, we have taken up sexting and FaceTime teasing. That's fun. When he gets home, I plan to suck his soul out of his dick. Whoa, that's not the problem. The problem is I can't swallow or stomach him coming in my mouth without spitting it out immediately unless I'm drunk. Girl, just get drunk. I'm the type of person who can't eat bananas, Jell-O, or pudding because of the texture. The texture of nut makes me want to vomit. It's not the taste of his cum, it's just the texture. I want to swallow his seeds upon arrival, but I'd like to do it sober. Any tips? You put your name, but I don't know if you want to be anonymous, so I'm just going to say, girl. I feel like if you can't swallow, you can't swallow. I can't swallow. I put it in my mouth, but I just use it to keep sucking his dick. And I just hold it in my mouth and act like I swallowed it and then I spit it out.
Girl, you're not going to be able to do that sober. If you can't do it now, there's nothing that I think will help. Because it's probably like a combination of knowing what it is, the texture, that heat. It kind of feels like snot. The only thing that I can think to tell you to do if you're just dead set on being sober, why? I don't fucking know, but okay, something for everybody. Make sure that when you're sucking his dick and he's about to come, he needs to have his dick really far in your mouth so that when
so you don't have a choice.
Yeah, so when that cum shoots out, it's just going straight to the back of your throat, not really so much sitting on your tongue. Because if it just goes in your throat and you swallow it that way where you really don't, like you said, don't have a choice, and it just goes back there, that's going to be so much easier.
Yeah.
And you can snatch his soul a little easier that way too.
And just so you know, that type of throw up, y'all know how we've talked about throwing up on dicks, but it was because like the dick went back in your throat and like triggered you to throw up. That type of throw is not going to be sexy. If you try to swallow the cum and then you throw up from that, that's not going to be a sexy one. It's going to be like, yeah.
You got to take that shit down, which is why you need to be drunk.
Or hold it in your mouth, and he might think you swallowed it, and then just go spit it out. I be doing that shit. They don't know. Their eyes are closed. They don't know what's going on. Yeah. Spit it on the side of the bed.
Who cares? Or spit it in his mouth, and he won't try that shit again.
Yeah.
Okay, next advice. So I need advice. You can call me Patty. Girl.
Hey, Patty.
Okay, so my boyfriend and I have been dating for about 3 years now. I moved in with him about 2.5 years ago. We've rekindled college... We're rekindled college sweethearts. We are sexually adventurous. We like to get hotels, you'll learn why later, and go to the sex store and buy whatever we like for the night and try it out. Okay, that sounds like fun. On Valentine's Day, I bought a butt plug with a real fox fur tail. I thought of the IG Live with Kiki and made sure to get anal ease. I know that's right, girl. And even has sheet orgasm pills, amongst other things. Okay, product placement.
Out.
So fast forward to the point. My man has a home that he was able to house his 4 friends in, but slowly and surely each one has moved out except his best friend. The friend hasn't had a real girlfriend in over 7 years and doesn't seem motivated in life. The last girlfriend complained about erectile dysfunction. Damn. Being able to last and the small size. So that didn't last, and he constantly asked my man to help him get girls and help on dating. The issue I have is he isn't currently working and hasn't been for the last 5 months. He's even crashed his car and my boyfriend's car. Oh, hell no.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The fuck? Okay, he's late or short on rent, which my boyfriend has had to compensate for. currently collecting unemployment until the 6 months are over, inconsistent with work, always loses a job, and is home 24 hours out the day playing a computer game. That's why I ain't got no girl, but okay. I want to be freaky and free with my man, have sex all over the house, be loud during sex, hence the hotels, be a nudist, not a soon-to-be 29-year-old living with her man and his best friend / roommate who seems as if he isn't ever gonna leave.
Well, that's a lot going on.
I question whether he actually even likes girls at this point because he doesn't clean or even go out unless it's with my boyfriend or one of their friends, and that's rare. My boyfriend thinks it's his responsibility that his best friend makes something out of himself and has brought tremendous stress in our relationship over putting him out before he's ready or making sure he could take over his half of the rent before he kicks him out. He's mad his friend is a loser or isn't trying. He gave him 6 months in November, but I'm afraid that nothing will come about after April. Am I being impatient? Am I not understanding because he's a guy and my man is handicapping him and he needs to get his shit together and not on my man's dime? Or am I right in this? Signed, Impatient Patty.
How long has it been?
She said that she's been with him.
That this has been going on.
Well,
some months.
He lost his job, and the 6 months will be up in April. But this has been going on for longer than that. He hasn't been working for the last 5 months.
And her and her boyfriend live together, so they're all together. Sorry.
I think so. I'm a little confused because she didn't say that in the beginning, but she just said she's not trying to be living with her man and his best friend. Maybe she has her own place, maybe she doesn't. I'm not gonna she has to live there because she would have invited him over because she said they go to hotels to have their wild
I have had that shit happen, and I have, and
that's frustrating.
It was frustrating, and it wasn't even like I was a staple in Carlos's life yet. Like when we had first started dating, he had a friend, and I get you want to help your friends out. But it's one thing if you're just helping your friend out and you see the friend also helping himself out, as opposed to the friend ain't really doing shit. You paying his phone bill. He ain't contributing to none of these bills. You buying this nigga's food. You're being used, my nigga. And I think that shit is so unattractive in so many ways on both ends. And I need y'all to stop. I was like, what the fuck is going on? He's never going to leave.
Right.
You're basically.
Why would you leave?
Yeah. You're tricking off on this nigga.
Yeah,
and I get that that's your friend, but you gotta what's going on? I would be cooking meals. And
a lot of niggas are like that now that I think about it, and I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is going on? Because I was seeing this guy, and he had a friend who was always there. And so one day I was just like, why is this nigga always here? Does he not have a home? Like, what's going on? Like, I come over often, or I'm just not leaving your house. You know how I do. And he not leaving either. Like, we both fucking squatting in here. And it's like, the friend was cool.
There ain't room for both of us. And you dipping into my money. Like, that's my money.
Girl, Patty, I don't think that you're wrong.
I don't either,
I
Patty.
think that you need to have a serious talk with your dude.
Yo nigga got a whole nother nigga.
Yeah. And, this might not be the best advice, but I would start having some shit to say to the little computer boy that's playing video games all day, being funky with his erectile dysfunction. And I ain't gonna do the low blows, but I would really talk to him. First, I'd be like, well, are you okay? Are you depressed? Because it sounds like he's probably depressed. I mean, I would be. But something's gotta give. That's not cool.
Yeah.
And why your boyfriend gotta keep the place? Is his name the only one on the lease?
It's just too much, and I'm mad.
It's making my shoulders hurt.
It's making my shoulders too, and now we can't have sex no more. I'm getting out the shower with my towel on, like, oh, excuse me, Jerome. Like, what?
Right. And Jerome don't even move over. He don't cook
and
nothing.
Jerome started looking at me,
and
like,
it's smelling funky.
Yeah, Jerome.
And it's Jerome.
He asking me what I'm cooking for dinner. Like, what are we having for dinner? Nigga, you not having nothing.
Okay, you're having noodles, I guess.
I would be mad. That shit is annoying. Like, it would, if you didn't live with him, okay, but even still, if I feel like he's taking advantage of my man, you gotta go.
And I would be loud during sex. Fuck that. I don't care if he's there. Nigga, you don't pay rent. I can be as loud as I want to because my nigga is paying the bills. The fuck? I wouldn't let that shit stop nothing, okay? I'd be screaming like he was Tarzan and I was motherfucking Jane.
We going on whole ass group dates. Like, nigga.
Oh, that's making me mad again. I have flashbacks.
Shoot.
Okay.
That was a good letter though, because like I said, I've been in that shit before. And you just be like, why is this nigga always here?
I think she DM'd us too. She was like, I need to send in some advice right now, because she's sending straight to the new email. I think that was her. Thank you for sending that. That was good.
That was good.
Okay.
CockTales? One more advice? What's up?
Oh, she sent in too. Let's
She
do one
did.
more advice. Yeah, she Okay, should I read this other one from her?
Is it a follow up or it's like
no? It's a wait. Never mind. This is
something else? Okay, this one says broken pussy. I'm gonna read this one because I literally recently thought, oh shit, that's a long one. Okay, whatever. I'm still gonna read it. I literally was like, my pussy got so swollen. I was like, can you really break your pussy? I was Googling. Okay. Hey ladies, new listener here. This show has quickly become my favorite podcast right next to Horrible Decisions, LOL. And can't wait to see the live show in May. I hope this cocktail, this is a cocktail. Should we just move on to cocktails?
may as well.
Okay. I hope this cocktail isn't too long for you, and I hope you guys can help. Okay, so it's kind of a cocktail and advice. Please keep me anonymous for this. So there's this guy. We've known each other for a few years, and we started out as coworkers until we both ended up leaving that job. I've always found him somewhat attractive. He's 6'2", chocolate, bearded, the creative, quiet type with his own everything. Over the years, we would see each other out at places, or he would hit me up every once in a while with some small flirting here and there, but never anything serious. Recently, he messaged me on Snapchat after seeing me at a concert recently, and he was flirting heavy. It caught me extremely off guard because, like I said, he was a quiet type and never had this type of energy or boldness. He kept saying that he was a freak and I wouldn't be able to keep up as most women he's dealt with can't. Nigga, I'm a very kinky person myself. I'm a sub little.
Okay.
Into bondage and degradation. I wish I wasn't on my live. Degradation? What is that word?
Yeah.
Etc. Okay. So usually when niggas claim they're freaks, then I ask them about anal play or bondage, that attitude goes away real quick, LOL. So me being super confident, he was all talk. We made plans to hang out on Friday night, catch dinner, and to see what happens. We ate something small and stopped at a gas station before heading to his place. He started smoking a blunt in the car, and we started conversing and vibing. I'm so glad you said conversing. That turned into touching, then to kissing, bitch. The next thing I knew, clothes were off and we were going crazy. He started eating my pussy like he would never eat again. It was my first time squirting from head. Then he proceeded to fuck the shit out of me. I must have had at least 5 orgasms. Missionary, doggy style, 69, upside down, shit. And he was with all the shits. He was aggressive, like I like it, calling me a nasty bitch, slut, fucking my face, spanking my ass until I couldn't take it. But he took his time and made sure I was pleased. Did I mention his dick was about 9 inches and thick? Sis, this was like heaven. This was straight out of a dream. I hated to admit it, but he had proved me wrong, and he didn't let me forget it. We fucked all night. We didn't even make it into his apartment until like 6 a.m., and we fucked again one more time as I had to leave for a trip at 7 a.m. Oh, girl. Yeah, you young, huh? Because I got to get my rest. The problem? He didn't come. Not one time, not even close. It was definitely hard as a rock, but no matter what I did, he wouldn't nut. Now, I'm no Corinne Steffens or porn star or anything, but I've had enough sex and partners to know that my head and pussy game is good. Hell, at least good enough. We tried more dirty talk, jacking him off. We even pulled up porn and he just wouldn't come. But he wouldn't stop trying. I was willing to keep fucking him and trying shit to make him come. But between all the work and weed smoke in the car, eventually my throat was dry as fuck. And my pussy was screaming for a break. He still wanted to keep going, but I didn't want to give him dry head or tired pussy. Dry head is the worst. And you'd be trying to...
I've done that before.
Yeah.
And I was just embarrassed.
You're embarrassed. He's like, dang, do you floss? Okay, what was my perfect sexual fantasy had turned into a nightmare. Eventually, I told him I couldn't do it anymore and that he needed to take me home. He claimed that the fucking in the car might have thrown him off and had a good attitude about it. He took me home and that was that. But now I can't help but be concerned. Was it my pussy, my head game? Was he just not attracted to me? Was it the weed or car sex? I really would like to have sex with him again, as it was the best I've had in a long time. But the night ended so badly that I'm afraid he's never going to call me again. He says most people can't keep up with him, which also leads me to believe he's had this problem before. What do I do? Signed, broken pussy. I don't think your night didn't end horribly. Y'all still had great sex.
Yeah. It just wasn't.
He just didn't come. And
a 10.
Yeah. But I've had 10 sex and I didn't come. It still felt good, but I didn't come. And it's not like it was a situation where I was like, you weren't sensual enough or you weren't freaky enough. I just didn't come.
Sometimes it doesn't happen. Yeah. I don't always feel like because I don't reach orgasm that it was bad sex. Mm-hmm. And as far as the dry mouth thing goes, just drink more water next time.
Yeah, and it definitely...
Make a joke out of it.
Yeah.
Fuck them again.
Be like, I need to keep a water next to us just in case. And it really could have been the weed.
That's what happened to me. I had a bit of an edible and I smoked a little bit and my mouth was just so dry. So I tried to suck his dick, but then I said, you know what? I'm just going to stop. This is dry and I don't want to chafe the inside of my mouth.
I just giving dry mouth head
it's really, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it because then it does throw you off in every other way because then you're worried about, does your breath stink?
Is your pussy dry?
Is your pussy now dry? Am I thinking about it so much that now my pussy is definitely going to be dry?
What is he thinking about?
Yeah.
Is he like, ew, bitch, get away? And
yeah. Am I hurting him?
Yeah. I think it's the weed.
I think it might have been the weed that kind of just threw everything off.
I don't even like to suck dick, so I was kind of happy it wasn't working out. Oh, I am the worst. Okay. So, now moving on to cocktails. Remember, if you want to share any of your cocktails, you want to get it off your chest because you can't tell your friends in real life, so you tell us.
Get it off your chest.
Send it to us. Cocktails@atl@gmail.com. Put cocktails or cocktail in the subject line, please, so we can see it easily. All right. This one is relatively new. So she says, hey, ladies, please call me Pinky. I love y'all and thank you so much for making the time fly by at work. Anyway, here's my cocktail. So approximately 3 months after I broke up with my ex, I finally decided it was time for me to go live my best life, Q song. I thank God for allowing me to free myself from a nigga that didn't value what he had. So one night I went to a bar in the city with friends for a tequila-filled night, and this beautiful man and I locked eyes. He walked up to me, kissed my hand, and introduced himself. Let's call him Brownie Bay. I was captivated by his smile, and as I was gazing into his eyes, my pussy was pulsing, getting wet by the second, imagining where things could go.
Love that feeling.
The whole night, we were like two magnets in the bar, and we spent that whole evening getting to know each other. Our night was perfect up until I learned that Brownie Bay is friends with my ex. Of course, I was disappointed and reluctant to pursue him, but he was fine as fuck, so I gave him my number anyway. I was determined to find out if our initial connection was real or if it was the tequila. After a few days of texting and FaceTiming, Brownie Bay and I went out for dinner and a movie, and we ate an edible brownie for dessert. Everybody getting high, huh? We went back to his place to continue our night, and as we headed towards the bedroom, he stopped me and said, "There's no panties allowed in my room."
Oh my God, that shit is so sexy.
I'd be like, well, rip the shit off then, nigga. Okay, sorry, that's my idea, not your story. Okay, she says, I looked at him, stripped for him, shimmied out of my thong, and led him to the bed. He grabbed me from behind, and I felt him growing hard. I was pleasantly surprised with the third leg he was carrying. Oh. My pussy immediately began pulsing, and soon I was soaked. He felt my juices flowing down my leg. So he started rubbing his dick between my thighs. I poked my booty out so he could glide his dick between my thighs. Then he lifted my leg and rubbed the head of his penis against my pussy lips, and I couldn't resist.
Are you a writer?
I know, right? This is a good cocktail. Was this for the cocktail contest, bitch? Deserve a prize. Okay.
You're dripping.
Right, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable in a good way. Okay. He penetrated me from the side, and I felt my cervix opening so I could take in all 9 inches of his penis, and I loved every inch of it. After 3 hours of mind-blowing sex, we finally went to sleep, and when I woke up, I felt a big poke coming through, and that was the start of our morning rounds. We started seeing each other for the same routine 3 to 5 times a week. Damn. Brownie Bay had that voodoo dick. That's what it sounded like. Okay, one day while at work, I was listening to a podcast and the discussion about eating ass sparked my curiosity. That night, I figured since Brownie Bay has been hypnotizing me with all that voodoo dick, I wanted to reciprocate the pleasure. We took a shower together, and before we could get out the shower, I started by sucking his dick. Then we went to the bed, and I started giving him more sloppy head. I slid a finger in his booty, which I knew he already liked, and then I went for it. I slid my tongue between his cheeks while I jerked him off, and he came immediately. That's right, Medina. I ate some man booty. Kiki slurps out. I still can't believe it. I officially became a man booty eater, laughing my ass off. Thank you, ladies, for the show, and I hope y'all enjoyed the cocktail.
Okay,
Pinky.
that was a dope
Thank you
ass
so
cocktail.
much, Pinky. That was a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wasn't it fun?
That,
When a nigga is fine, there's nothing wrong with eating that ass, okay?
She said, I ate
just-
that man booty.
You just get right on up in there, and then you don't have to, your jaws won't hurt. It's not as much work.
I just wonder, when you're eating man booty, do you take your hands and open his booty up a little bit?
Yeah. You gotta open it up to get down there.
And are you like, are you just smashing your face in? Like your nose is in his booty and everything?
I don't really put my nose in there, but it's more like tongue. But it's not all a bunch of darts. Some it's like licking up and down, and then it's kind of like kissing his asshole, basically.
Oh.
But then you do want to give it a little force, and you want to put some fingers in there. And if you have your fingers lubed up, even if you have nails, you just have to be gentle. I did get mine cut down. So.
What would you do if a little poot slipped out, like a fart? Would you
that
keep
has
going?
happened before, and I almost threw up in my fucking mouth. And I was just like, but if he was, this was not a fine man that this happened with. He was cute, but he wasn't fine. Now, if it was a fine man, I mean, I don't know.
When I was in elementary school, there was this boy, his name was Chadwick Spencer, and he farted in my face. That's probably why I can't eat nobody's man booty, because he farted in my face in 5th grade. I was sitting on the floor in line. He just came over and farted in my face. So that's why probably I have issues.
You look so sad when you said
I was
that.
so...
Why did he fart in your face?
I was just sitting there minding my business.
He just wanted to be a little bitch.
He just came and farted in my face.
And what grade was it?
This was 5th grade.
That's really rude.
It's rude. So maybe that's why I got a problem with eating man booty.
Maybe you have PTSD.
You're not about to be farting in my face. Like, girl farts smell different than man farts.
Girl, please. Farts are funky. Especially if you eat a lot of vegetables. A broccoli fart?
Oh, a broccoli fart.
No,
a Thanksgiving fart?
Girl, it's like everybody just needs to excuse themselves with a box of matches. Because you know when you light the match, that carbon soaks up the odors. Everybody needs a box of matches.
They do.
Ooh, okay, well.
Was mine a cocktail or an advice?
Yours was more of an advice. Do you have a cocktail?
Let's pull up this cocktail. This says cock motherfucking tail.
Okay.
She says, or he, hey ladies, call me D. I've been listening to you guys for months now, but this is my first time writing in. Please continue to bring great content. Anyway, y'all, I've been celibate since September. That may not seem like a long time. It's not, girl. But for someone who had sex daily, that was years for me. So my cousin, 2 of her friends, and I went to a sex store this past Wednesday, 2019. I'm just talking to them about your podcast, Sex Experience, and the live show that's coming up. The guy that was in the group knew me from high school, and he was 2 years older than I was. He begins talking noise and filling me up. I'm thinking he was just kidding about what we could do and how he could do it. So I brushed it off. Hell, I was looking for a fucking toy. I've been waking up hella horny and dry humping the damn bed. Girl. So fast forward, I ended up at his house. Bitch. When I tell you this nigga licked me front to back without missing a spot, I was in awe and disbelief. When he looked up at me and saw my cream all over his bearded face, turned me on even more. That shit is sexy when they be looking you in your eyes. Ain't no way he just ate my pussy and my ass like this. I had to have his dick in my mouth. So I tried to suck his dick because his head game was on fire. And you're not about to outdo me like that. When I put my mouth on his dick, which was big, he immediately said, fuck? Hell no. He then pushes me off and went back down on me. Y'all, I was running. Next thing I know, this nigga was fucking me on his knees and I was still on the couch. IDK, how the hell that happened? Just slid on down and was fucking him right back. When I tell y'all we both was moaning loudly, we were practically screaming. 7 rounds later and 2 nights of me staying over there, this nigga tried to give me a key to his house.
I bet he did.
I declined. But best believe I've been over there every day. I even took his ass to lunch. Wait. I even took his ass lunch to work the next day.
I know that's right, girl.
You know it was more than I expected. He even gave me my money back for the toy I had got earlier. Told me that I wouldn't be needing that anymore. Best dick and head combo ever. Okay, I'm happy for you.
Me too. Girl.
You know.
I already deleted these other ones, but let me see if I can pull them out.
She about to be pregnant next month.
Okay. She'll be like, I can't help with the live show no more.
She about to be pregnant next month. That's what happens.
That is what happens. That girl, if she would have accepted that key, she probably would have been pregnant. So you did the right thing, but you know,
this has been great.
Y'all been doing good. With
Y'all
these
been
cocktails.
doing.
Y'all living life. I'm about to go get drunk this weekend and see if I can live a little too. Like,
y'all. I was gonna tell my little story about making a little mini sex tape this weekend, but I didn't got nothing.
Sex tape?
I'll tell it next week.
Okay, yeah, because finally, my goodness, I've been telling Medina the joys.
It was liberating.
Okay, didn't you just feel like I'm just a woman and I can do what I want?
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess she's not going to tell us until next week. We'll just have that tease. Now, thank you to everybody who already bought their tickets to the live show. Reminder, we're sold out. So excited. If you're interested in sponsoring, or even if you may not be interested in like a full-on sponsorship, we do have vendor tables available, and you can come set up and sell whatever it is that you have to offer.
Yeah.
And then we also have it if you can't sell anything, but you want to offer some free samples to our VIP ticket holders. We're having gift bags, and so you can provide some samples and other marketing collateral to go into the gift bags. We have that available as well. So if you just email us, cocktales.atl@gmail.com, we can get you some information over and figure out what worked for your brand. So good luck, you guys, with promoting your stuff, and thank you guys for supporting us.
Thanks you so much.
And remember to send the advice letters. Now we have a new email. It's askcocktails@gmail.com. And the cocktails, you can keep sending them to the same place. And follow us on Instagram at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Beans.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the track. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Wait on the track.